Hey gang, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Yes, I'm back. And with an update on the Topiramate train. I actually stepped on the scale the other day and I'm actually down a couple pounds. Woot, woot. So that was some good news. Trying to incorporate a little bit more walking into my daily life. Not a lot, but I want to change that. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Hopefully you can't hear my washing machine in the background. Got the day off, doing a little laundry. And I just thought, I'm going to shower, I'm going to get ready, and actually have a full face of makeup on, including my lipstick, because so many times I feel like I'm only half made up because you only end up seeing me at the end of the day when I get home after work. So this morning you actually get to see me first thing in the morning after I've showered and actually put on a full face. I considered talking to you guys while I put on my makeup, but at my vanity there's not really a great way for me to do my camera setup there. I have tried, I have done it in the past, but just kind of a pain in the butt. So anyway, that's just my little bit of my Topiramate update. What I want, if this might be a little bit longer of a, oh, sorry, I pulled on my cord there a little bit. I have my coffee, so if you need to get something to drink, because this could be a little bit longer video because there's some seriousness I want to talk about, and then maybe a little bit of funny at the end because I found a few more funny, quirky diets that like nobody should do ever, ever, ever. But there's something that on a serious note that I want to really talk about, and that's healthy boundaries this morning. So if you don't have something to drink or something to snack on and you want to go get something to drink to settle in, pause right about now, go get something and meet me back here and I'll wait. Nothing like a good cup of joe in the morning to wake you up and just warm you up. Of course, I have to put cream and sugar in it. Sorry guys, for those of you who drink it black, I can't do it that way. Just can't do it. I do the donut shop coffee. No, it doesn't taste like donuts. Don't know why they call it donut shop, but it is tasty. Speaking of that, before I get into the whole boundaries situation of what I'm referring to there, my daughter and I went shopping for my granddaughter. She's going to be in preschool this fall. I can't believe that she's going to be old enough to go to preschool already. But we went to Target, and just to show you how long it's been since I've actually been inside of a Target. Don't come for me, but I did not know that they have Starbucks inside of a Target. I know. I do too much online shopping. I know. Don't come for me. But I don't even remember what the name of it was, but it was kind of like a mocha frappe, but it had like cookie pieces in it and it was great big. And you're going, you're talking about Topiramate and losing weight and you're getting that? I know. Don't come for me. I know, but I'm just being real with you, real and raw as always, just telling you, just living life, And I had a piece of cinnamon coffee cake, which was fantastic. And my granddaughter also loved it. In a weight loss perspective, she ate about half of my coffee cake, so saved me some calories there. We'll go with that. Okay. So, healthy boundaries. Do you have them? No, I'm not necessarily talking about food. I want to take, for this portion of the discussion, I don't want to talk about food, okay? This has nothing to do with food. There are just sometimes, I don't know about you, but I don't want to talk about diet. I don't want to talk about food. I don't want to talk about health, even though it's important. Again, don't come for me. It's all very important. The healthy boundaries thing for me today is nothing to do with food per se or health or, in that realm of things. Healthy boundaries in today's realm is with people. You need healthy boundaries. I don't know about any of you, but for me, I have a tendency to not always know how to say no. Now, I have gotten so much better. And when I say about saying no, it's if people always want me to do something or always want me to go somewhere, I have a particular friend that always wants to dominate my time. And as a result, unfortunately, I had to block that person's number for a while because that person was constantly calling me, constantly texting me. And that person always seems to feel like any free time that I may have, that person feels as though they have the right to all of my free time. They do not. And that goes for you as well. If you have someone like that in your life, you have a right to draw a line in the sand. And you don't have to put up with that type of behavior. Now, I have talked to this person before in explaining that, I need my quiet time, I need my private time, and that, even though I explained that for whatever reason, that just still didn't seem to penetrate the noggin. I'm trying to be as genteel, as kind as I can be. And so I'm not the kind of person who I don't want to be mean to this person. So in order for me not to spew out negative, evil, or mean things to that person, I shut them off temporarily. I had to for my own sanity. And I'm telling you, for your own sanity, if someone in your life is trying to dominate your time, you have the right to shut it off, be it temporarily or permanently. I was married for 20 years on another level in my life. I've been divorced for 7.5 years. I have a no contact order on my ex, and I am going to continue that no contact order. In that healthy boundary, that is a permanent thing for me. In that portion of my life, that's a permanent thing. That's something that I cannot and will not go back to. That created PTSD in my life. It made, if you have PTSD, I don't need to explain it to you. If you don't have PTSD, there are different varying levels of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and I believe I have probably talked about this in a prior video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you would like to hear more about different things of what I'm going through, the real, the raw, the way it is, hit like and subscribe to my channel. We'd love to have you here. We're just a small community, but we would love to have you here. But with PTSD, what happens is you are subjected to some really traumatic events in your life. And some things are, it can be one traumatic thing, or it can be a repetitive amount of traumatic things over and over that you have been subjected to. Once you've been removed from those things, it can be the smallest instance. It can be a sound, it can be a smell, something that can just take you right back to that place where that instance happened. And it can be so traumatic, like you are right back there reliving that instance again. And it is unbelievably scary. It is unbelievably scary. It's traumatic. And my apologies. I should have said, trigger warning. And I apologize because I don't want anybody to be triggered, because it makes myself shake just to even talk about it, because I don't like it. It's something that, again, I don't want to and refuse to go back to live with. And so PTSD is very real. I made a post not long ago that said that, and I wish I had it in front of me, but of course I'm filming on my phone, so I don't have it in front of me. But basically, it's that words can create scars that can't be seen, but they take the longest to heal. I talked to someone the other day that was struggling to understand was struggling to understand the concept of PTSD and verbal abuse, emotional abuse. And I think it's that disconnect of not being able to see visual scars on the skin. Because if somebody didn't hit you, if they didn't leave a mark, if you weren't cut open, if you didn't have to go to the hospital, well, it couldn't have possibly been that bad now, could it? And I think that's the most ignoramus type of thinking that there could ever be in this world, because you have no idea what someone else is battling internally. You have no idea what they've seen and what they've heard. My pastor has always said to us, taught us, to protect your eye gates and your ear gates, because once you've seen something, once you've heard something, you can't ever unsee or unhear those things. And which is so true, right? Whatever you watch on TV, whatever you watch on YouTube, whatever you listen to on the radio or on TV, whatever it happens to be, you can't unsee that. You can't unhear that. And unfortunately, in an abusive situation, whether it's physical or verbal, emotional abuse, you can't unsee, unhear those things. And what grinds my axe is the fact that there are those people who are blind enough to think that you're not hurt unless you have a visible physical scar on your skin. In all truth and honesty, I just pray for those people, because they have blinders on. They just don't understand. And in some respects, it's like, thank God they don't understand that they have not had to deal with the verbal, emotional abuse. Because I would not wish that on anybody. It is hell. It is torture. It is sheer torture. And the thing is that you constantly carry that with you throughout your entire life. Every day, because it's in here. And you have to work like hell to try to overcome those things. Sorry for the profanity, but that's just the real, raw gist of it. You have to work so hard to overcome those things. There have been so many days when I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to face anybody or anything because who's going to come at me today? Kind of thing, you know. But I do, because I fight it. I force myself. And something that I have been taking, I went to the Dollar General, probably about a week ago, and I found some B12. It's 500 milligrams. It's a little pink sublingual tablet, and what that means is you just put it under your tongue and kind of let it melt and dissolve, and it's supposed to get into your bloodstream a little bit faster. And I actually feel like that's helped me a bit, give me some more energy, and with no adverse side effects. So if you don't take any B12, something to consider. Something I could actually take that isn't like hammering me over the head and making me feel so emotional. It's kind of nice that I found something that actually makes me feel like I have a bit of energy, and actually makes me feel a little bit better in the midst of all the craziness of life. So roundabout all of this craziness, you have to have healthy boundaries. You have the right to not allow anyone to talk to you in negative connotations. Don't let anyone run you down. Also, don't let anyone monopolize all of your time. There's a fine balance in everything in life. It doesn't matter whether it's your time, whether it's your money, whether it's your talents. There's a fine balance in everything. And first and foremost, you have to take care of yourself. Because if you are constantly giving and giving and giving and giving and giving to everyone else, you deplete yourself. And then there's nothing to give. You give so much of yourself that you run yourself down to the point of you're sick, and then it's hard to even take care of yourself. Again, it's a fine balance. You do for some, you help people out, but you also don't go overboard to the point of sheer exhaustion and mania in your mind where you're like pulling your hair out going, I've got so much to do and I can't do this anymore, and this is all driving me crazy, and don't do that to yourself, okay? I love you guys so much, and I want you all to have the best life possible. I'm 50 years old. I'm going to be 51 here in a couple more months. It has taken me a long, long time to just start to wrap my mind around some of these truths. And as you get older, at least for me, I'm learning about what's truly a bit more important in life. When I started my channel, believe it or not, I started my channel many years ago. And I started out doing beauty box unboxings because I love makeup. I didn't get very many views, and that's okay because I just enjoyed it. The beauty community has kind of blown up. I just couldn't keep up with it because it's expensive. It's quite expensive. And I'm at that point now, while I still love makeup, And I still put makeup on, obviously. It's just not as important to me as it once was. Um, I used to go shopping a lot for things that I thought were cute and this and that, and different gadgets that I thought that I needed that would make my life so much easier, and impulse buy in the moment. And then I would get the stuff and later on find out not even using it. And so now I kind of relook at things a little bit differently, or at least I try to, and say, do I really need more crap in my house? Am I really going to use it? So what I do a lot of times is I will put something in my shopping cart online, and then I'll leave it sit for a day or two, because usually I'll come back and go, why on earth did I think that I needed that? How in the world did I get off on that tangent anyway? It's about finding balance, finding being happy within yourself, finding out what matters in your life. I think it's about um, finding the happiness and the simplicity of life. I think when I was in high school, growing up, and everybody's competing with everybody, and everybody's trying to outdo everyone, and everybody's trying to have the nicest clothes, which I grew up on hand-me-downs and clothes from the thrift store, and to this day I'm still just as happy going to the thrift store, which I should do that soon, by the way. Maybe I'll take you on a little excursion sometime. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still not very brave about filming out in public, but we'll see. Um, but, growing up and in our early 20s and 30s, and I don't know how old all of y'all are, but a lot of times I think we're always in this competition that or at least we think we have to be in a competition with everybody else around us, and that everybody's looking at us, and we have to be the best or own the best or do the best and all this stuff. And as I've gotten older, it's like, wait a minute. What truly makes me happy? Because at the end of the day, who am I coming home to? Who lives with me? Who do I partake in life with? Who else does it matter to? Me. Does it matter to anybody else what kind of a car I drive? Which, by the way, I am looking for a different car, but it's scaring the crap out of me. And so, financially and otherwise, that's a story for another time, but, um, which I think I've talked about that before too, but I will show you once I do decide to pull the trigger on buying a different vehicle. Just not today. Not today. But, does it matter? Does it matter the size of your house? What matters is the love that's inside. Does it matter how fancy your furniture is? No. It just matters that you love yourself. It matters that you have love of family. And I'm telling you right now that if you don't have anybody at home, because I have my kids live not far from me, but all I have here at home are my two dogs, Fez and Grizz, and my guinea pig, Butternut. So I just come home to myself. But I have you guys, and that means more to me than you will ever know. You guys can make me cry. The little community that we have built here together has been amazing. Amazing. I look forward to reading your comments and questions and interactions with each other. I think that is, to me, that is family. That is family. You don't have to be a blood relative to be family. To me, you're on a life adventure with me. This is Pia's life adventure. We are, this is Pia's family. You are a part of my family. We are a cohesive unit, and we are here for each other, and we're here to lift up and support each other. No matter how crappy the day might be, we're here for each other. And I just have to say thank you to each and every one of you. I've had a few new subscribers recently, and thank you for coming in. I hope that you enjoy our little family here, and I hope that you get something out of it. It's not just about the Topiramate. It's about life. It's about living life in its happiness and joys, and it's in its messiness. Because who has a perfect life? I know I certainly don't, and I don't think any of you do either. But that's okay, you know? It's okay. We just take things one day at a time and put one foot in front of the other and just take things a day at a time. I'm already 27 minutes into this, so I am going to share a few funny diets with you. If you have lasted this long, kudos to you. You are the bomb. Diggity. That's all I'm going to say. Here we go. Are you ready? On the crazy scale out of 10, this is 7 out of 10. Clip your nose while you eat diet. The rules: cover your nose so you can't smell while you eat. Pardon my French, what the hell are you going to eat that you have to clip your nose that you don't want to smell it? The rationale: it blunts your sense of taste, which helps you focus on your actual appetite and stop eating when you're full. Reality: smell does drive appetite and food intake, but you're going to go out to dinner and cover your nose? No normal person will do that in the long run. Amen to that. Dessert with breakfast diet. Now you speaky my language. The rules: every morning you eat breakfast that's high in protein. Example, about 45 grams depending on your weight. And high carbs, about 60 grams, plus dessert such as chocolate, a donut, a cookie, or cake. The rationale is that if you have extra protein and carbs to fend off hunger, eating the treats in the morning could curb your sweet tooth later on. The reality: this is based on research and it's solid. And this actually has a crazy scale 1 out of 10. So you just go ahead and you have your donut after you have your eggs and bacon this morning. Okay, what about the ice cream cleanse? This is on the crazy scale of a 10 out of 10. The rules. Now, I love ice cream, but even this is a bit much for me. Hang on to your hats, kids. You eat 5 pints of a special ice cream a day. 5 pints of ice cream a day? Ugh. The brand name version costs $199 for 3 days. Unlike Ben & Jerry's, this diet ice cream is made from coconut cream and honey. The rationale: it controls your calories for a deficit that produces weight loss, and you get to eat ice cream all day. Don't ask questions. The reality: Any calorie deficit will create weight loss, but it can also cause a nutritional deficiency. Still, what do you do when you go out to dinner? You can't eat ice cream for the rest of your life. People are too concerned with getting weight off and not what happens after it comes off. And this is Dr. Seltzer is commenting on these diets. The ice diet is on the crazy scale 8 out of 10. The rules: eat a liter of ice every day to lose weight. You let it melt in your mouth instead of chewing it. The rationale is melting ice is hard work that burns calories. In reality, mild dehydration blunts fat burning and stimulates hunger, and this would keep you hydrated. Dr. Seltzer says, but I don't believe the calorie burning effects from ice would be significant. He also says, it's a good idea to drink more fluids, and anything that decreases your appetite is a good idea. But a liter of ice every day? Come on. I don't know where people come up with these things. I mean, do they lay awake at night just dreaming up this stuff? I mean, seriously. The Vision Diet. This is on the crazy scale, 10 out of 10. The rules: you eat everything while wearing blue tinted glasses. Really wish I had a pair right now. I have my glasses, although they're not blue tinted, but I keep them off. I have big enough print on my paper. I keep them off because otherwise, as you could see my ring light, and that's not the best look. Rationale based on the idea that red, yellow colored foods are the most palatable. Think meat, French fries, ripe produce, etc. This diet is designed to make your food look less appetizing. In theory, this makes you eat less. The reality, it doesn't sound right to me, Dr. Seltzer says, but if it makes people leaner, there's no downside, except being seen in blue shades at brunch, lunch, and dinner. Now here's a few other ones, and I'm going to leave. I think I'm going to stop there. I've got a few more, but we're going to leave a few of these for another video because I just like to share a few funnies with you that are just so outrageous, just downright stupid. You know, the things that we do to try to lose weight, all the diets that I've been on my whole entire life, if I had all the money that I have spent over the years on diets, I don't know if I could buy a brand new vehicle, but I could have a pretty nice down payment for one. Anyway, just remember to have healthy boundaries in all areas of your life so that you can take proper care of yourself, because you deserve that, okay? I care about you, and I want you to be healthy, happy, and safe. But let's do the outro properly, shall we? I pray that you are healthy, that you are happy, and that you are safe. And I pray that you have peace in your life. Until we meet again, my friends, have a fantastic weekend. And I will catch you on the flip side with some more funky, quirky diets. And again, to the newbies that are here, welcome to the family. And we will catch you very, very soon. Bye, guys.